Greetings, Gemini. Welcome to Tifa's Tarot, and I hope you're doing well wherever you are in the world. And today we're going to go ahead and dissect your May 2023 general monthly reading, okay? So this is for anyone who strongly identifies as a Gemini, so that might be prominent in your sun, your moon, or your rising, okay? And remember that general messages, anything is liable to show up. So I've already meditated on your energy, Gemini, and I've already pulled pretty good spread on your current energies or forecast for this month. And today we're going to take a look at what your focus is on, what actions are needed from you, what you need to release, and finally, what you can do to enjoy yourself, okay? So without further ado, let's go ahead and get into your reading, but I just wanted to introduce the decks that we've used to pull your readings. And we used the Modern Witch Tarot deck, okay? So this is a pretty popular deck I've seen used with a lot of YouTube readers. And we clarified those messages with my go-to. This is a go-to I've used for many years now at this point. And this is the Gilded Tarot Royale deck, okay? So we use that to clarify the messages. And then finally, I pulled one card from the Eternal Crystals Oracle, just to help you with some crystal energy that can assist you during this time or during this month as accordance to your reading, okay? So Gemini, let's go ahead and get into your reading, okay? So our first question was, what is your focus on? Like, what are your general feelings on this month of May, okay? Right, so what I got for you is there is a certain feeling of disappointment here. And I think it has something to do on the domestic front. You've got the Empress in reverse, okay? So there's something in your domestic life or your domestic affairs that is just not vibing with you. It's not clicking. You're feeling not excited, you're not catching the vibe with what's happening in your love life, okay? And I do think this is something to do with your relationship or your household, because you've got the Ten of Cups. So this is the ultimate card of having an how would you say, like I would say like ultimate emotional fulfillment, okay? So there's something that is awry with your emotional fulfillment. It's like it was there, but you are suddenly feeling like just a little bit disappointed in it, okay? I do see you really thinking about the situation, right, with this Page of Pentacles. So you're inserting messages. You are a very communicative sign, and you're inserting messages about how to improve this. Things are maybe not going so well, and you're feeling like this strong feeling of like redirection or trying to redirect this partnership in a certain way. And it's something that you've been in for a very long time. You've put a lot of energy in this with this Knight of Pentacles. So, and I am standing on the fact that I do think this has something to do with a lover or a partnership, because you've got the Two of Cups, which is a divine partnership, but it's in the reverse position. So there's something to do with your relationship that at this time is not quite driving. It's like the love is there, the consistency is there, you've put the time, the energy, the effort is there, but it's like there's something that's emotionally not clicking with you, okay? I do see you standing in a very strong space, like you're focused in on being strong and carrying out, suggesting perhaps a direction of where you want to take this, because you've got the Six of Swords here, okay, which is all about travel, which is all about movement of situations and partnerships, right? Taking a situation from one level to the next. So I feel like your general focus is not quite feeling that satisfied in your current situation, and just really wanting to have the strength, or having the strength to move on, but not necessarily like to cancel the relationship per se, but just to like invigorate it in some way. Like I just feel like there's something that's making me feel that there is a certain amount of impatience or dissatisfaction. It's like you've been giving suggestions on how to make it move, but maybe your person, for example, is not really like heeding to that, okay? Or they're just in a different space where they might not understand just quite how disappointed you really are. Like maybe if they did, they would like make more of an earnest effort, but I feel like the hints that you're giving to your person are very subtle, okay? So the action that I see you taking, I don't really like mean to like throw you under the bus, Gemini. I really don't. But look, the cards just tell me what it is. I do see some sneaky energy here. I see sneaky energy in how you're communicating your thoughts, okay? You could be, I don't know, playing devil's advocate a lot, or communicating with your person in a way where it's tricky communication, okay? And I see it as a means of ultimately you being a little bit sneaky, but the sneakiness is trying to get to what you want, okay? At the end of the day, I think that these things are going to be okay. You've got everything is fine. But your actions are also like kind of hurting someone else's feelings. So I would say like be very careful about how you communicate like your dissatisfaction with your partner at this time, because I do see that the actions of how you are speaking to this person is a little bit hurtful. And I might even say that this is just really giving me like gaslighting in some way, that you are kind of gaslighting this person. And it's someone that you have perhaps a marriage or a very traditional relationship with. There's very strong commitment here with the Hierophant. And I just feel like it's not in balance, and maybe this person is starting to give up, or maybe you're feeling like you are starting to give up on this. But someone is not really like standing up for themselves. And I see you kind of either taking a back seat to that, or let me see one thing here. Also think it's very probable that you know, you could be kind of like rejecting this person and the things that they say, or the options that they, or the opinions that they give, right? And that could also be very hurtful. But the actions that you're taking, and this is really like, I'm doing my due diligence to just tell you, is like, you've got the justice in reverse. So you're not creating balance in what you're doing right now with your person. And you have the power to course correct this. If you're not aware that you are causing this imbalance, or you're making this person feel like upset or hurt about it, if you're not aware of that, you need to fix that. If this is something that you're very well aware of, and you're meaning for these types of negative emotions to take effect with your person, you're gonna be successful in that, okay? So that's up to you, how you want to deal with your person, and in relation to how your communication is, or how your relationship is with them. You know, do what you do, but I would say just err on the side of being nicer, or being like more gentle, or offering a little bit more grace in this situation. And I'm not in this situation with you. Maybe you do feel it's very necessary for you to be a little bit sneaky, for you to communicate in a way that is hurtful. I don't know, but it definitely is showing that these are the actions that you're giving in this month, okay? So what I think that you need to release, and I don't think this is just tarot suggestion, but you need to release an idealized concept. You've got the star here, which is all about hopes and dreams. When I see this as terms of a release, especially with a spread like this, you need to release this idea that there's just this magical scenario or person that's always going to complete you 100%. You need to calm down on this energy that always needs to be satiated in some way. You're always looking for joy and happiness. And sometimes with that sun card here, sometimes those things, like everything is an ebb and flow, and you need to be comfortable and sit in things not flowing the way that you want them to, okay? Sometimes that's necessary when we want to have long-standing commitments. It's not easy for us to just fly and flip from one partnership to another, or to hurt people in lieu of us just accepting that our situation is not where we want it to be at this time, and that this time does not mean forever. And you need to do your due diligence to explain this or to communicate this, but to never hurt somebody with that. So I'd say be very careful with your words at this time. Release this idea that you've got to have something new all the time. This Page of Wands is just like communicating about, like, you just have this feeling like you just want things to be passionate, and you just want things to feel like they're new even when they're not. Okay, you want newness. Like, there's this idea, you release this idea of wanting to have like scenarios with people that you've committed to, that you've been in the long haul with, and then you expect it to feel like it's something that is 2 weeks old when it's not. Maybe it's years, decades old, right? I do ultimately believe that it's stopping you from making decisions that are grounding you in some way, because you got the Two of Swords, which is a stalemate in decisions, and you got the Temperance card in reverse. It's causing you to be not very balanced in your own energy, right? When you're thinking like this. I think this requires a little bit of emotional maturity for you to really take a look outside of yourself and to think about it from a grander scale, okay? I think that you need to release this feeling of this death card feeling, like, which is not a bad card, but it's like the death card is about rebirth and transformations. Release that. Sometimes you might prematurely cancel things, situations, people that aren't through with, you aren't through with that connection. And I feel like you're very, at least for the Geminis I'm connecting with, it seems like you're very okay with just, okay, well, I'm done with this. Like, let me just go on to the next thing. Release that feeling. Follow things to their complete. I think you will find a lot of gratification in just trying to complete something with someone, hanging in there, even when it's uncomfortable, even when it's boring, even when you don't want to, even when you're not satisfied. Hang in there. You're going to find there's a lot of reward that comes along with that. Okay. So release this feeling of newness. And this is not the first time I've told you this in a reading that I've done for you, Gemini. Okay. So how can you enjoy yourself this month? All right. You can enjoy yourself by messages of love. Okay. This is the Knight of Cups, and this is not messages. This is actions of love. Act on love. Okay. Act on the love of the person you're with. Release this idea that you are so stressed. It's not about you all the time. I'm so sorry. I'm not even trying to be rude to you. I'm really just like telling you like what this is saying. Ten of Swords in reverse. Okay. This is like absolutely releasing any stress that you have, okay, mentally, on a mental level. Communicate with your person. Spend time with them. Tell them that you love them. Give up this idea. You got the King of Swords in reverse. Give up this idea of this higher level of thinking. Higher level of thinking is perfectly fine in a lot of scenarios, but you're a person, the person that you're with is also a person, and we cannot always be on. We are not always aligned with the people that we're with all the time, right? But it takes time and it takes work for you to like try to realign with them. I'm seeing you have a home with this person. This Four of Wands, this is stability, this is commitment, this is having a home, having love, having going to sleep and not worrying about what someone else is doing or saying. This is having the long haul with someone. Okay, enjoy that. Enjoy your stability with this person instead of the excitement of something that you want or feel that can emotionally recharge you in some way. Okay, And I think that you're going to enjoy yourself by making that your top priority, right? With this Ace of Pentacles. Ground that energy of bringing you and your partner or your family back together so that you're not having this empty, disappointed feeling that's happening with your love life right now, okay? So that's how you can enjoy yourself. I know it's easier said than done because I know with a lot of like Geminis are a very like mental sign, and it's like you just want to go with what you're thinking all the time, but like sometimes you've got to ground yourself on what you've already invested in, okay? And you've got to like ground it. You just got to like lay where you are and be happy where you are as well, okay? And that does take more mental energy than sometimes you are willing to give. You've just got to be able to accept that, okay? So those are your messages from the tarot. And a message that you've received from the Eternal Crystals Oracle. A crystal that you can work with at this particular time is fluorite, okay? So fluorite is a crystal that helps you to connect with your third eye chakra. And it lets you know that you're protected by your spirit guides at this time. And it helps you to really enhance your intuition. As it's associated with this third eye chakra, it's time really for you to just trust your intuition and trust that you've got spirit guides on your side, and they'll never let you down. They'll never lead you astray. You are where you're supposed to be. You never need to feel like you're alone, and you've got your team here. You've got a spirit guide team here. You're connecting with them, and you can help. It can help you to access a higher source of wisdom and guidance that's needed at this time. It's not very hard to do. You've just got to talk it in your mind or talk it out loud, and be patient with this process when you use fluorite and you're trying to connect with your spirit guides, because it can really just sound a lot like your own thoughts or your own voice. But remember, your thoughts come from somewhere, and it's just time for you to remember that messages from the spirit guides can also come in the physical signs, right? So for example, like you could feel your body heating up or tingling, or you just get goosebumps, right? These are your spirit guides talking to you at this time, okay? Ask for guidance on what you need at this time to feel secure and to feel safe in where you are, okay? All right, Gemini, I've not like really enjoyed giving you this message, but you got it. So those are your messages for May of 2023, and I hope this was helpful for someone, anyone, or everyone who listened to this message in its entirety. Please comment, like, and subscribe for additional messages. And please, if this message really resonated with you, do consider booking me for personal reading. You can find more information about my Calendly link in the description of this video or in the About section of this channel. And Gemini, I love you guys so much, and I hope you guys work it through and have a great day, night, or wherever you are. Bye.